So I am John Jang, and I'm joined here with
I am Nicholas Dunn.
and
Adrian Martinez.
we're gonna be talking about IT stuff because why not? So first question I got for you guys: so why did both of you decide to join IT?
Well, I have always loved computers since I was a young age. I got a computer when I was like really little. I think like maybe 6 years old. But I just fell in love with it and like electronics stuff like that, like trying to like open it up, figure out how it works. But so really, what I figured out when I found out that my school had this ACC program and had computers in it, I just fell in love instantly because I wanted to deepen my knowledge of computers, and it would just seem like the perfect, absolute perfect thing, and I loved it.
What about you?
Well, it actually all started with the Nintendo Wii of all things. So my cousin decided that when he came over, he went ahead and modded my Nintendo Wii with the homebrew channel. And that is how I got it, and I wanted to do that someday. That's how I got into like IT, like computers and everything. And I already built my own computer by like when I was like 15 or 16. So knowing that my school basically had like an entire class that's just like building computers and everything of that sort, I'm just like, you know what? It's gonna be easy. You know what? I thought it was gonna be easy, so I joined.
You just wanted a free A, didn't you?
Basically. I got free B's though, so I'll take it.
Get some B's instead.
Yeah.
Do you think B's are better than A's? What were some topics or lessons that you both thought went through in this class?
The class it's like a little pattern of classes really, because it's one class. It's computer information technology, but it also involves inside of it there's a networking class, IT skills class, cybersecurity class, and a lot of coding and scripting. And so really it's just a palette of like every single day we did something different, but we went through a lot of like coding, scripting, like managing like servers. Also we learned about networking, how to like make the computers interact with each other, how that works. But there's also hands-on stuff that we did, such as when Nick said opening up computers, putting them back together. And we also did stuff like making our own Ethernet cables.
Like Adrian said, there's a lot of classes that are in IT. It's actually like 7 classes altogether, 7 college classes over the course of the year, which is a half a semester of college. Well, not half a whole semester of college, which I'm pretty happy about. It was actually a really nice experience, but I would say probably one of the classes I remember the most is probably when we were messing with the routers, actually, when we were going ahead and figuring out how to like code the switch, how to remote into the switch, and how to like configure like the IP addresses and everything. That was actually really cool, and we were able to get like the DHCP working on there, so you could like address all of the computers and give them all separate IP addresses. It was really cool.
Do you guys have any experience with any of those topics before joining IT?
Yeah, I was always in Science Olympiad since like the very first opportunity. I think it was like 3rd grade in my elementary. But I was in that and Lego Robotics, what they had, and so I just love like coding and stuff like that. I didn't necessarily like go out of my way in my own free time to learn it, but when it came to that competition, I feel like they pushed me a bit over the edge and learned a bit of coding on like Scratch, for example, which was that like block coding, which is a bit simpler, but it still gives you a bit of experience with the logic and stuff. During my high school years, during 2020 when it was e-learning, they didn't really have like a call-out menu for neither Science Olympiad or robotics, so I was really left with nothing else to put that effort in, I guess like logical thinking into. And so when I heard about ACC, I was able to put that like actual like coding experience into effect we did a bit of Python and JavaScript. And I really liked the logic part of it. I was able to apply that much more further into that. But I also had a tiny bit of experience like just offhand, like looking in things about computers, like what parts do what parts you need to make a computer. Sometimes some of the technologies, knowing like how to route an IP address or trying to make like a little Minecraft server for my friends, but failing ultimately.
But I've had experience going into the field. I already built a computer by like age 15, either 15 or 16. I can't remember. It was a Christmas that I actually got like the $1,000. I actually built it for during the the PC part crisis when all the parts were like really jacked up in prices.
So you got scammed.
Basically, I got like a $100 GPU for like $500. Like, I mean, it was a good GPU. Don't get me wrong. It was just super overpriced. The MSRP was just horrible. But yeah, I had experience coming into IT. It was really, and I went to when I heard about ACC, I wanted to expand my knowledge and maybe make it a career one day. And quite frankly, because I just like doing computer stuff, I like doing it as my job. I would love to. Both me and Adrian have CompTIA A+ certifications, so we after that class, so we could probably get employed anywhere. Well, a lot of places that would accept that. So
What is CompTIA A+ certification?
basically, just a general IT certification. It's an entry-level certification. So like, if you bring it up to a job, they know you have experience in the field already. They know you've taken this test, which is actually really hard. Like, me and Adrian are two of only 4 that passed it. So yeah, that says anything. Out of like 28 kids. So yeah, that was. So yeah.
Pretty good, but not great odds.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a favorite like lesson or topic that you took away from IT?
I really like the hands-on stuff, but also the server and networking stuff. Really, I find it really interesting being able to like control computers remotely. Whereas I applied both of those, like the actual like cables. I did actually integrate that into my house, making little like Ethernet wall jack with the skills that I learned over there. But also with the remote access with the servers, I also applied that to my own computer, and I made it so I could access it. I can wake it up with, I believe it's called Wake on LAN, but Wake on WLAN allows me to turn it on remotely from anywhere in the world because it's connected through, I believe it's something called port forwarding, where it allows it to be accessed through the internet, through my phone. Then I can just essentially connect to my phone whenever I want, or turn my computer into like a little Minecraft server temporarily for my friends, or just access it anywhere.
Yeah, if there's any, I would say probably my favorite class. This is a hard one for me, honestly, because it's been a while since I've gone in there, and it's been a while since I've taken the classes, so I'd say my favorite class overall would probably have to be like the net labs that we were doing. Like the when we were going ahead, we were remoting into the other virtual machines. We had these net labs. They're like 4 virtual machines total, and and all of them are connected through like one virtual network. So you're like able to interact with all the 4 computers through just one of them as well. And it was really cool just to see how, like, for example, we had this one where we were using Kali Linux to remote in to another computer and like without their knowledge or anything. And then we had this other one where we were going ahead and using Kali Linux again to generate like a fake Google sign-in page, and basically we were able to scam someone and have them enter their like ID and their email and password, and being able to like actually get that information on our PC, so we like have it. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing to do.
So your favorite lesson was stealing someone's information. is
You
what
got
you're
that
saying.
right.
Yeah, that was my favorite one too.
Yeah, see?
Did you end up selling their information?
No, it was like fake information, but like it was
Yeah, definitely fake.
definitely fake information.
You guys got, so what was your guys' least favorite lesson?
Red Hat.
True, probably.
Red Hat by far.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Adrian. I don't mean to steal your spotlight, but Red Hat by far.
Yeah, I would have
I
to agree.
hated Red Hat. Okay, Red Hat
Oh.
was so horrible. Like, people's hours would go. It was one virtual machine, and you had 60 hours to use it, and you could. And like once the 60 hours were up, you couldn't do anything. But like the hours were either getting stolen or the servers were just down because like Because I remember, like, was it like OpenStack?
Yes,
That was like down
yes,
for like
it
a
was
straight month.
Yes, for like a straight month, we couldn't do any of those lessons.
So we had to like do 20 assignments in like
Amen.
1 week.
That sounds great, but we're out of time. So,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, we're out of time. So that's all we have for today on this topic of IT.